This chart was really an effort to show you, so what does that mean versus a year ago? So this, again, is raw videos. And on your left, the situation a year ago, we basically saw 3 companies, 3 Canadian-based media companies in this top ranking. We now see 5. I think that's good news. I think there's a lot more we could do with video in this country. The challenge will be, how do we bring back some of that YouTube and repatriate some of that? And how do we make the Canadian YouTube, if there is such a thing? There's a lot of work to do there. There's a lot of work to do there. So if this is all happening around us, how do we change what we do? And some of you, I recognize in this room, are already doing this. Some of you are already thinking this way. And then I think there's probably some people in this room who would wish that I would go away and not tell this story. But we can't stop this. I was saying before we started to Norm that the train has left the station. It's gone. It's changing so rapidly that as a company, we are challenged just to keep up with measuring it, let alone trying to say, well, it's not going to happen quickly. So what are the opportunities for you as storytellers and brands with storytelling? I think there's a couple of ways. One, engage even more deeply with the core TV audience. It hasn't gone away. As I said earlier, you saw it. It's still significant. And I'm going to show you a special study we did just at the end of this presentation that really underlines that. But how do you engage more deeply with them? How do you work with the digital side of things, whether you do that through a website, maybe you have a social media play? How do you engage those people and not just have them consuming the content? Can you find new audiences? So can you have a digital play and bring them back to the TV product or the motion picture product? How do you do that? And what do you do? And then are there ways to find new audiences and entertain them wherever they are? That's a concept I call platform agnostic. You need to forget that the silos existed, because they don't anymore in the consumer's mind. They're going to go wherever they're going to go to get content. So you have to think about leveraging all the distribution channels. That's what they are. They're distribution channels. This is taken from a rather shocking statistic taken from a service we have in the US called Plan Metrics, which is basically a return to sample where we go back to people that we have actual online activity on, and we ask them questions about media usage, we ask them questions about product usage. In that study, which is an ongoing study that we do as a syndicated product, only 4% of the population in the US say they never use a computer while watching TV. The world of multitasking. You could view this as fragmentation, as I said a few minutes ago, or you could say, hey, this is an opportunity to engage more deeply with the audiences on the show. We're not going to change this behavior. We just aren't. In fact, it could get more complicated. Here's a great example, again, coming back to video, where we look at significant portions of these properties, again, these Canadian properties that we talked about a minute ago, are now getting a good portion of their unique visitors. So that's their monthly traffic that are unique viewers, which is their video traffic. So in the case of CTV, it's over a third. That's pretty significant. 12% for Can West, 23% for CBC, almost 20% for Canoe, the Canoe Network, and then another third for Chorus. So that's pretty significant of the overall traffic that's being delivered by video. I alluded to this study that we did in December. So this is where we used our online survey capability to try to get at things that we can't necessarily know from actual online behavior. You have to go out and ask certain things to get the whole picture. So the question was really, in terms of watching original TV programs, how do you do that? So a couple things going on in this chart. And so on the bar chart, that was really, why do you do it? So first of all, as I said, the sky's not falling. If we look at the pie, there's 65% of the pie that are TV-only viewers. They watch content on TV. That's what they do. But there's a good portion, 25% or so, that are TV and online viewers. And then there's a portion, a small portion, I admit, that's today, 6% are online only. So why are they doing that? Well, they missed an episode on TV. And maybe they don't have a PVR, so they're going to go stream it. We know that people are loyal to programs. They watch programs. They don't watch television stations. They watch content. If I missed it, I'm going to find it wherever I can. So guess what? I can stream it. Convenience. It is convenient, no question. You can do it anytime you want. Less ads, not an answer that the advertising people in the business want to hear, but it is a reality. Like to watch past episodes. Prefer the online experience. Okay, again, small, but that's today.